Hi there, I'm Lulu and this is my dog, Georgie. Let's go ahead and begin in a comfortable seat. So this is a brief yoga flow class. It's the end of the day here. I'm tired, but I also want to move and circulate. So perfect for sunset time. Let's take a big breath in, arms lift, and hands full to heart. Exhale. Just pause, setting out even this brief amount of time to just be present with our body. And we all know how impactful and helpful that is. So go ahead and bring the feet together, knees open wide, Baddha Konasana. Lift up. So as we ground through our pelvis, we're also lengthening up out of our hips, and just kind of settle in there for a moment. My hips are feeling a little extra tight right now. So I'm just going to stay lifted, but if you feel it, you can bow forward, up to you. A couple rounds of breath just to settle into our practice. Big inhalation. Open mouth exhale and let some breath out. Let anything from the day just kind of dissipate. One more breath in. Take an exhale, let all the breath out. Maybe start to bow a little forward if you're not. Feel the neck, feel your jaw. And we'll begin to rise up. Bring the knees together. Shake out the legs in front. And come to all fours. Sometimes it's just nice to be guided with just a little simple sequence at the end of the day. Cat-cows, arching and rounding. And this is done so many times. In fact, you and I may have done this thousands of times before. But can we make this fresh and new with a sense of curiosity? How does the body feel in this moment? How does my neck feel? I'm noticing my neck has some little crunchies in there. Inhaling, feel the front of the throat. Exhale, notice the back body. Maybe even wiggle the toes out. Make this your own. You don't have to have it look a certain way. In fact, that's one of the beauties of the online class, is just really explore without feeling watched or judged. As you're ready, down dog. The nice thing about the end of the day is you don't need as much warm-up time. Walk it out a little bit. Feel your hips. Take a big breath in. Maybe bend both knees, hips lift high. Take a full open mouth sigh. Walk forward to ragdoll. Hang out. Bow the head. Let anything extra from the day just spill out the crown of the head. Maybe flutter the lips. Jaw, tongue. Even feel the ears relax if that's even a thing. I don't know if I've ever said that before. Take a chest opener. Let it feel good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms come down. Let the head go and roll up. Great. Shoulders kind of come up and back a couple rounds. Find the head of your mat. Arms lift up to the sky, big stretch. Just get really nice and tall. Feel the belly, feel your side bodies. Big inhale. Bow forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Make your way back to high plank and pause. Stretch through the calves. This can, of course, always be done on the knees. Feel the strength of your arms. Feel your belly ignite to support you. Stay for a breath. And lift the right leg up. Just feel that back line through that right leg. Good, switch. Lift the left leg up. Feel that left butt, left hamstring. Maybe circle through the ankle. And high plank for an inhale. Already building a smidge of heat. Lower down to the earth. Bhujangasana or cobra. Root your toenail side of your foot down. Lift, inhale. Oh. Exhale, down dog. Good. Walk it out. Just the second one. Maybe feel a difference already. Lift through the right leg. Inhale. Open your hip. Just let that feel scrumptious in your side body. Bring your foot all the way through to low lunge. Melt through your pelvis. And work the right leg toward pyramid pose. Pause. Walk hands to the pinky toe side of your foot. Take a big lengthening inhale and be right with your exhale melt. Notice that angle, how you might feel it more in the outer seam of the right leg. Great. Bring your hands back towards center and inch your left foot in just enough to set up for high lunge. Bend right knee. Sometimes if that stance is too long, it's really hard to rise up from core, from butt. And just feel the left hip flexors, arms lift. Good. Add a little stretch, maybe right hand low back as the left arm lifts up and back for that left hip flexor. Stay for a breath in. Exhale to chair pose. Left knee to right knee, left elbow, right thigh. If that doesn't work for you, upright twist. Stay just for a breath. We're not really holding anything too long today. Stay for an exhale. Rise up to stand. Find your feet hip width, figure 4 for the right hip. So left foot roots, right knee lifts. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh and flex the toes just a smidge as we splay our butt cheeks back, our chest forward, and find the stretch in that right hip. Just stay for a breath. And one exhale, sit into it. Let that feel good. Enjoy that you're taking the time here for your body and mind. Rise up. Standing awareness pose. Pause just briefly. Hands to hips, warrior 3. So keep your right foot rooted. Work the left leg back, hold. Stay just for long enough to feel that balance. And landing left foot in warrior 1 this time. Slight 45-degree angle in that back foot. Interlace hands at the low back, stay upright or bow, humble warrior. Just a breath. Not super long, but we're also not rushed. Stay for the entirety of the exhale. Maybe the shoulders on the inside of the right leg. Nice. Rise up halfway first. Use your butt. Use the strength of your core to rise all the way up. Warrior 2. Open it up. Melt into your right thigh. 1 reverse warrior, right side body stretches. Meet in extended side angle. Hold here for a breath or 2. Maybe half bind, bow head. Yes and no, the head. Feel the left side of your neck and left shoulder. Stay. Big breath in. Big breath out. Unwind that. Adjust, pivot the back heel, low lunge twist. So left hand down, right arm up, and start to cactus that right arm back. Get a little awakening through that right shoulder. Melt through the pelvis just enough, but keep firm through that left quad. Stay for a breath in. Great. And now palm the earth or bring your hands to inside the right foot. Runner's lunge, you have a choice. Bring the back knee down to the ground, or you can keep it lifted for a little more power. Up to you. Maybe come to your forearms. Let the right knee open to the right. I'm going to come to my back knee. That just feels nice. You might even knife edge the right foot at an angle to get more into the outer right hip and stay. This one we're going to hold for 2 more breaths. Last one, inhale. And let that breath be full. Really focus on the end of the exhale, right into the right hip. Great, palm the earth. Lift up, so maybe inch the left knee forward as you lift the knee up if it's down. Right leg up and open. And feel free to take that into a mini flip if that feels appropriate. Or you can even use a wall if it's close by to traction. Maybe you flip it a little bit. Nothing to prove, just let it feel good in your body. Stay in whichever shape for 1 more breath. Great, down dog kick again. This time half pigeon on that right leg. So for that right hip, excuse me. So inch that right leg forward. Of course, thread the needle is another option, which is absolutely amazing. I love thread the needle. Take an inhale, lengthen. And we'll bow, and we're right into our right hip. If you want a little shoulder variation, maybe weave the left arm under the right, and just into this for 2 full breaths. One more big inhale. Stay for the entire exhale. Let the first exhale, let every last drop of the breath out over there. Make sure that it's all over there. Okay, very good. Unwind the left arm. I always think it's weird to say really good when am I talking to myself? I want to be talking to you. I don't actually see you, but I'm pretty sure you're doing really good. Shake out that right leg. Maybe keep it lifted for an Ekapada Chaturanga Dandasana or to earth. Bhujangasana, feet down, or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana or down dog. Nice. Let's walk it out. So we did quite a bit on one side. I want you to walk it out and acknowledge the difference from one hip to the other, one side body to the other. And let's take the left side. Left leg lifts up and open. Let that feel good and free. Breath in. Low lunge, breath out. Landing the left foot. Melt the pelvis. Work the left leg towards straight. And begin to walk hands to the pinky toe side of your front foot as you pry gently the left hip, or envision it kind of nudging back away from your head. Stay for a breath. Maybe starting to feel the back of the leg, but also the outer seam of the left leg. Take another moment here. Breath in. Exhale. Great. Bend your knees, left knee, and scooch the back foot forward just enough so you can ground down to rise up. High lunge. Maybe right knee bends a few times, feeling through that back hip flexor. Left hand low back, right arm up. A nice stretch through that right hip crease, right side body. Just let this feel good. Stay for a breath. And we'll ease into chair pose next. So right knee to left knee, right elbow, left thigh. Hold there. Just a moment. If that's too much there to hinge that way, upright twist, or of course chair pose is an option. Stay for the last moment. Great, and we'll rise all the way to standing. Feet hip width apart. Pause for just a moment. Next pose is figure 4. Right foot stays rooted, left knee lifts, and cross that ankle above the knee as we flex our toes a little bit to encourage that butt cheek back. Kind of we're energizing through the foot to get a little more out of that left hip stretch, also to stabilize the knee. Stay for a breath in. Maybe lean into it as you feel like the butt cheeks are lifting up and back, and really get into that outer left hip. Last breath. So good. Rise up. Love that. Feet, ground, pause in just a millisecond of everythingness. Warrior 3 is next. Keep your left foot rooted, hands to hips, and just glide that right leg back. This is a transition pose. Not yet, but in a moment, it's Warrior 1. So go ahead and bend the knee, land the right foot in Warrior 1. Arms lift, and we'll interlace hands at the low back. Maybe different feeling, pinky on top. Shine through the chest, stay or bow, humble warrior. See if you can bring your shoulder to the inside of your left thigh, and instead of kind of cranking that left hip forward, right hip back, shine both hip points down and slightly forward to get the most out of this. Bow your head, relax your neck, and let your brain be easy. Last breath. Release the hands slowly to low back. Use your core, use your hips to rise part way up. Warrior 2 is next. So open it up. So that left hip is feeling it, but we're getting a stretch really soon. Reverse warrior, big inhale. Keep that left thigh bent pretty good so you can get a little toning there. Extended side angle. Maybe a half bind. Right hand hooks low back, bow head, And you can yes, no, circle out the head, feeling the right side of the neck and right shoulder. Feel the strength of the legs and the ease of the shoulders. Last breath. Great. Unwind that half bind. Right hand to the earth. Pivot the back heel up. Huge twist here. Left arm up and cactus the arm to get into that left shoulder blade. Notice how we're not collapsing through the pelvis. We're still lifted and strong through that back quad. One inhale. And exhale, runner's lunge. Hands inside of left foot. Maybe bow your head a little. You can come to your back knee. How about coming to the forearms, depending on your range of motion, and do whatever this side does for you. You don't have to do the exact same thing. In a perfect world, both of our left side and right side would be symmetrical, but that is usually not the case. So just do what works. We're melting into the body right now. This is not for later, although it has later healthy effects. But right now, what do you need? Just listen in, and the body will receive that. Take another round of breath. Feel the outer left hip. You might be on your pinky to heel side of your left foot, and just stay. Great. Coming back up to your hands. Inch the back knee in so you can get a little bit more grounded to lift back knee. Down dog, kick the left leg up. And open, maybe stay, maybe a mini flip if that feels appropriate. Stretching through the left side body, left hip, left armpit. Big inhalation. Just stay for the breath out. Return to down dog. Kick when you're ready. Half pigeon is next. Left leg comes through. Lifting up with an inhale. Thread the needle is a great option as well. We'll melt on our exhale. Maybe you did the shoulder variation and you want to do that for that right shoulder. So weave the right arm under. And we'll just stay here for just a couple breaths, which can be really meaningful when we're present. So we're corralling our awareness back into sensation and breath now to maximize this efficient practice. Stay for another moment. Let the hips be heavy. Nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. Finish your exhale and let every droplet of breath out. Amazing. Unwind the right arm. Inch in enough to make your way to plank. So you might shake out that left leg a little bit. Lift the left leg, Ekapada, Chaturanga Dandasana. Up dog or cobra. Last down dog. Big inhale. Walk it out. Notice the difference in the body right now. Notice the mind. Take one more breath in. Exhale everything out. And we'll walk through to sit down and lay all the way down on our back. Nice and slow. You can use your core here, however you like to lay all the way down purposefully and with care. Feet root the earth, palms to the ground, bridge pose, just one. Shoulder blades hug in. Maybe even grab the edges of the mat to snuggle shoulder blades closer or interlace hands. But let this be less about tightening and squeezing the butt, but kind of let the tone be there and relax through the pelvis a little bit. Let this be easy so the butt might not lift as high. Feel the chest. Stay for a breath in. Back of neck is long. Maybe close your eyes here. Stay for the entire exhale. Undo the arms. Lower down. Pause just briefly. Happy baby. Take a big breath into the groins, the hips. Maybe rock it out and let this just feel good and fine. Maybe you feel young right now in this moment, in this pose, and let yourself. It's always good to be with our little baby, our little child. Great. Keep the right leg, straighten the left leg on the ground, and hug your right knee into chest, spinal twist. Right arm opens up. Just take a breath and let all the last little droplets, anything that got rinsed out of there, release it out. Back towards center, happy baby. Keeping the left foot, right leg to the ground, to the earth. Hug your left knee in and spinal twist. Not just for the back, for the body, but for the mind. Rinsing any residue, rinsing anything stale or stagnant that's ready to just dissipate out of there. Sigh. And we'll come back to center. Bring the heels of your feet to your sticky mat. Arms relaxed and a very gentle point and flex of the toes down and up. So it's not really a point and flex. It's more like you're using the heels to, with momentum, kind of, this is a lymphatic kind of exercise to, it's like the cleanup crew at the end of the practice. So we're pointing our toes and flexing, half point, half flex, to kind of encourage this last little bit of flush and flow, and then pause and lay in a Shavasana. Take a moment to settle. Feel the legs completely at ease. Feel the tips of your toes just relaxing. Feel your pelvis weighted and the muscles deep in the pelvic floor at ease. Let your low belly be free. You don't have to tense it. Really give your belly permission to relax. And watching the rise and fall of the natural breath in the belly and maybe the chest area. Letting every exhale melt and weight your body heavy and deeper into the support beneath us. Shoulders are at ease. Fingertips free. Back of head rest into the ground. And if the head needs to turn right or left and that feels helpful, let it be easy. We don't want to be in a perfect position. We want to be in a letting go. Jaw at ease. And now just resting the whole body for the last few moments together today. Great, so take a deep breath in. And a nice exhale, maybe a hum. Roll to your side. Rise up to seat. Holding hands to heart. Offering our practice out to the world for peace. Thank you so much. Namaste.